Morning everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today we have Xpulse 200's elder sibling, Xpulse 210. Now to begin with, okay, I am somebody who has owned the Xpulse 200 BS4, I've owned the BS6, then I had the Xpulse Rally as well, and I have the Xpulse Pro. I mean, those have always been an upgrade from one to the other. So this is not going to replace the Xpulse 200, sorry. What this brings to the table is a brand new engine that you're seeing here. Again, this has been borrowed from the Charisma. The hardware is roughly the same, but there are lots of internal components that have changed. The chassis is all brand new. It has been designed specifically to accommodate the double cradle frame. The things that people are not telling you is the most important thing is that now it comes with tapered roller bearing for the front, the head, right? So it would take more load. Plus, at the same time, because of the tapered bearing design, the life of the cone set is going to be a lot more than what we had on Axle. So the tires are new, the chain sprocket is new, as I said, the frame is new, the switch gear, the instrument console is brand new, and it looks really beautiful. I mean, it's legible, it's not overloaded, it's not overwhelming with a lot of detail. It shows what you need to see, and what you do not need, it's not there. It's as simple as that. Hero has kept it very simple. Look at the quality of the stand. It is much better now. It has a much wider footprint at the bottom. Plus, at the same time, the rear suspension is now protected with this flap. Now, the Xpulse has, the reason why it has been so popular is it brings a peace of mind. Apart from being the most affordable dual sport motorcycle in the country, it comes with a huge peace of mind, and that is that if you drop the motorcycle, God forbid you're taking it on technical trails or off-road or anywhere, you drop the bike, it would not cost you a lot to fix it. Because if we are taking some bigger adventure bikes, like I go with my friends who have the 850 GS, who have the Honda Transalp 750, they have the Tiger 900s, etc., etc. But when you're riding off road, if you are scared that if you drop the bike, it will cost you a lot, that's where the adventure completely ends, and that's where it just becomes a regular trip, right? It becomes a normal ride. Okay, now the most common misconception. It's only a 10cc bump from the Xpulse 200. What difference does it make? Well, let me tell you about the issues or the shortcomings of the Xpulse 200 4V, right? So the first shortcoming of the Xpulse is that you cannot sustain higher gears on that motorcycle, especially when you are going uphill on terrains like these where we have been riding, and you have to constantly downshift. And if you are wearing big adventure boots like these, and if you are new to off-road riding, sliding your left foot to flick the gears up and down, that gets scary. Because let's face it, we are not habitual of doing that, so we do not know how effectively we should move it. This thing, it solves the problem, because on the second gear you can go as low as 20 kilometers per hour and it would still climb up. There is absolutely no problem. Third gear up to 25 kilometers, no stalling problems, the bike runs very smooth, there is no issue with that. So that lower gearing thing, that has been resolved. Although the 204V, the latest iteration, it came with the biggest sprocket, but still, because of the nature of the engine, it did not make that much torque. And this has abundant torque, not enough that you would scare you off, or the bike would just throw you away and it just rolls away from you. It's not that kind of a torque. It has the torque that it needs to carry this motorcycle, the weight of this motorcycle, the weight of the rider on extremely technical trails. So that's one problem that is solved. Second thing is, if you have been owning an Xpulse, or if you have been riding the Xpulse, you would know that taking it to highways is a difficult thing. Those issues are gone with this. On this, you can easily sustain anything beyond like 110 to 120. That's the sweet spot. Anything below that, it is fine. But if you try to rev it beyond 120, that's when you'll feel mild buzz coming from the foot pegs, a little bit from the tank, and a little bit from the handlebar. So ideally, speeds of like 100 to 120, it's easy. It can sustain those speeds all day long. Plus, at the same time, that does not come with the cost of extra burning the fuel, right? So this returns a decent fuel economy. On highways, we have been riding for like 100, 110, 120 kilometers per hour for the last 50 plus kilometers. We have been getting roughly 35 to 37, which is decent. And if you ride it below like 100, you should be able to get anything beyond 40. Okay, let me quickly show you the ergonomics. For reference, I'm 5 feet 8. I'm not a very tall guy. I have a 32-inch inseam, and let me show you how it looks. So this is my normal riding posture. I'm able to keep both the feet flat on the ground, absolutely no problem. Although this side is a little inclined, this side is a little decline, but there is absolutely no problem. I have a little bit of bend on my knees, and if I have to stand up, now that ergonomics works quite well as well, because you can grip the tank and you can keep your body this way, hands out. The handlebar is a little bit tapered. It has been designed to tackle off-road, whatever conditions you throw at it, the way Xpulse always does. It will just glide over everything. The suspension just soaks up every single thing. You won't feel anything how good or how bad the roads are. You know, the tiny patches on the roads or the plastic speed breakers, which eventually throw you up. You won't feel any of those. You just stand up on the pegs and you can ride to glory. Okay, now comes the point. Should you buy this? If you are new, if you haven't bought an Xpulse in the past, if you want to enter this territory of dual sports, off-roading, adventure riding, and you want to live with a peace of mind, yes, you should get it. Second thing, if you are owning an Xpulse, it could be the 4V, it could be the 2V, the carbureted version, or the rally, or whatever. Should you upgrade? Let's break it down. If your usage is like mine, like I ride, say, 60% in city, 40% on highways. If you are riding that much, or if you are riding, let's say, a lot on highways, this thing is a worthy upgrade. The reason is that previously on the Xpulse 4V, whatever the latest version is, if you have to overtake a truck at like say 65, 80 kilometers per hour, you will have to plan it at least 100, 200 meters before you overtake that, right? Because you have to shift down, you have to come to the appropriate gear, and then you rev the nuts out of the engine. Those things are all gone. On this, even when we were riding at like 95, we could just open the throttle and the bike would immediately pick up, and overtaking is breeze. There is absolutely no problem overtaking that. Along with that, one major thing that Hero has fixed is the seat. Like in the previous Xpulse, after riding maybe an hour or two, you would start to get the butt sore. On this, you don't get it. Yes, the seat design has changed a little bit. There is a hump over here. Previous one was a lot more flatter, because of which taller riders were, accommodated better. But I'm not tall, so I cannot tell you whether will this hit my butt or not. Because if I sit on the motorcycle, the hump is right where my tailbone is. So for my height, it's okay. Maybe for taller people, it could be an issue. But then, Hero is what they always do. They will offer you a rally seat and other better seats. You can always upgrade to them. For the price difference over the existing 4V, that is, I think there is a difference of about 35,000 between the ex-showroom prices of this and the 4V. In between them sits the Xpulse Rally. So if you're a tall guy, if you are like totally nuts, you like taking adventure trails, whatever technical trails, the Rally makes more sense for you. But then, yeah, on highways it will struggle. The Rally the old engine comes with its own issues. This thing, this comes in two variants. We have, this is the top of the line. There is another variant which comes below this, that is 10,000 rupees cheaper. In that you do not get dual channel ABS. But then I would say that spend that extra 10k and get the top of the line model, because the safety net is there. Plus you get all the extra accessories. You get the knuckle guards, which is here. You get the color TFT dash, which is there. And overall it's a much better package if you consider it, for the price hike of over the 4V and the difference between this and the lower model. So it definitely makes sense. And other thing, as I said in the beginning, this motorcycle will come with a peace of mind. You drop it, you do anything to it, it would hardly cost you like 500 to 1000 rupees to replace all these parts. This thing is quite cheap. It's like hardly 300 rupees. Mirrors are like another 300 rupees or something. So this thing comes with a huge peace of mind. You can literally exploit the motorcycle. You can challenge your capabilities going to extremely technical trails. You can learn. This is the perfect platform to do that. Yeah, that's it. Great product from Hero MotoCorp, the way they have always been doing. I would have loved to see the 440 or maybe the 250. But again, it's easier for us to say that give a bigger engine, because there's a lot of engineering which goes to accommodate that engine. You have to tune the chassis, it has to be strengthened enough to take the extra power that the engine is making. And that takes a lot of R&D work. So I'll wait for it. I have waited for the 210 for some time. So I'm okay to wait for the 440 or 410, 420, whatever they want to call it. Until then, this is going to be my next love. It will live in my garage. It will be my everyday commuter. It would take me to places like these. And I hope you guys enjoy these motorcycles. In case if you have any requirements, I said in the beginning, visit RT Krishna Hero. They're located in Bangalore on Hosur Road showroom. Hosur Road, they have two showrooms. They have the Permia and the regular one. This is available at the Permia. Take a test ride. And yes, that's all. I'll see you guys again. I hope you guys liked it. That's it. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.